I'm not.
Do you want it a little bit higher? So we are live.
Hi.
Hi. So there's no one here yet. I will say hi until people start to come. Hi, everyone. So we'll give them like a couple minutes because we are 5 minutes earlier than planned. Okay. But you want to cut a little bit of my hair
Come
for the
okay, this side.
uh,
Much.
so say hi guys if you come in. So anyway, we going to start, and this video will be saved anyway. So if you want to watch it later, you can watch it on your own time. So I'm here, Mo, and Andrea is here. So
Hi.
she's my client, and she's the runner-up for the PCA Championship last month. And she also got qualified to the British finals in October. Is that
Yes.
October? Yes. So we made this video based on the many questions we got, and we made note of everything.
Mo
So
made note of everything.
I did, yes. I made all the notes. So these questions really from since straight after the competition, actually since the competition prep videos and photos, and people who know you personally, they started to ask me how did she transform, how does she look like that, why she looks too big, why now she looks too lean when it gets to closer to the competition. So there's many questions, and especially for people who are in the same gym. Um, So, yeah, do you want to tell them first a little bit about what made you want to
What or
compete,
who?
or both?
What or who?
And yeah, a little bit about the start of the journey and
Yeah, basically, I started training last year in April. Um, I never been to a gym before since until no. When was my first? September 2020. I was my first ever training session. I never been
Mhm.
to a gym before in September, yes. And then the lockdown came. I didn't train at all. I trained at home, basically basic workouts that didn't really help me.
Mhm.
So in April 2021, I start my first plan with Mo, nutrition and training as well. But I did it just because I really wanted to look really hot, really nice.
But
And
you didn't have a plan for competing then.
no, I didn't even know
It
about
was never okay.
I didn't even know
So
what
it was
a
never a
bikini.
motive.
No,
Okay.
I didn't even know what's a bikini fitness model. Actually, I think we had um, our first talk about this competition and bikini. It was 1 year ago
Yeah.
in the summer, and Mo told me, listen, if you because I really enjoyed working out, and I kept my nutrition plan. I ate everything what
Mhm.
was there and nothing else. I thought about it, and I just wanted to challenge myself, and I want to see if I can do it or not. But I knew that it will be really difficult. I didn't even know basically what I have to do, what are the steps, and how hard it will be. But Mo told me that it will be really hard, really difficult. The workouts are really different from what I used to do. I have to train twice a day. I have to eat a lot
No,
or
not
eat
every day.
less.
It wasn't twice a day every day.
No, but in
Just
the
so you're not
last
scaring
month.
people.
No, I'm not scaring people. No.
Yeah,
Okay, it was just in the last maybe 3 weeks, but
yeah,
then it was the
mm,
most difficult time. So
yeah.
yeah. So
How
basically,
difficult it was?
I wanted to kill myself.
Not literally, no.
No, no, no. On the last 3 days, it was really difficult, but until then, I find it really easy because I enjoy it
Mhm.
and I really loved um, the changes that I could see every day. So yeah, I started because I wanted to challenge myself and I wanted to do things that other people just dream about, and I was just literally thinking, um, I want to do it. So let's start. That's it. That was for me. And I said, are you sure? Yes. Are you sure? I really want to do this. Yes, I want to do this. Let's start this. All right. Are you sure? Because I'm making a plan. I said, please do the plan. And that was it.
Yeah, so it's I was trying to explain to her. I can see potential because she's very committed, and this is one thing I like in general, even to work with normal clients who are committed. And she never started wandering in the gym anyway. From her day one, she wanted to do it properly, so she found the correct way to do it. She's always been on the plans. When she finishes a plan, she gets another plan, and her commitment level is a minimum of 95% at all the time.
And this is what I suggest people to do. Doesn't matter the goal, doesn't matter what you want to do, to just get slim or just get tone or start the prep for a competition. Doesn't matter what you want to do, you have to do it the proper way, because otherwise you will just lose your time, your money, and it's not worth. So get a nutritionist, get an expert to do the things properly for you, and everything will go easy.
Yeah, and this is actually true, guys, because this is not mainly advertising for my plans, but it's really the key. If you don't know what you're doing, you'll never go somewhere. But if you have a plan, 1 plus 1 equal 2, basically, can never go wrong, even if it's an average level plan.
As in, and it doesn't worth searching online and copying other diets and I don't know. I saw there are kind of apps that are doing like a nutrition plan for you, but that's not okay because it's impossible for that kind of app to calculate exactly whatever you need nutrition wise to get you where you want in your circumstances. So that's why I think is very important to take a really um, good person or a really professional person that can advise you whatever you want to do.
Yeah, and just to add to this, guys, as well. So any plan you'll find online or wherever your friend is following a plan, it's not customized to you. It's not tailor made to you, to your according to your goal, to your body, your physique, your body weight, your body fat percentage, your needs, all these. So that's really the difference between a tailor made plan or just a copy and paste plan from the internet. And now you're having gin and tonic, whatever that is, that's not on your plan.
I don't have a plan.
But
Listen, I
it's
don't
okay.
have a plan. Where is
She's
my
she's
plan?
she's currently waiting for her plan for the bridge finals. So she gets to enjoy a little bit of things. She have a drink, whatever. Few days, she'll be back on the plan again. No cheating, no shit. Just
No.
on the
Yes,
plan.
on the plan.
This will be probably last one. So
So let me enjoy that.
yes, can I have this phone, please? Uh, yeah. So yeah. Now we should actually watch the questions now and start to answer them. I have questions from a long time ago, from before when she started the prep, and actually before when she was in the off season because she got significantly bigger in size. Um, yeah, which started scaring some people, and that's when I got some questions. What's happening with her?
I was like a
And
little monster.
yeah, little
Come on.
monster.
My clothes didn't fit me anymore.
Yeah, and this is one thing you need to know as well about competing. You'll always need like off-season clothes and season clothes, like prep clothes, when you come to closer to
And
competition,
between
because
them.
between them, because the size change significantly. It depends as well on what weight you are in the off-season and what weight before the at the competition time. But yeah, usually the size change definitely. So so yeah, and also I added some of the questions from the Instagram questions today, and from before as well. So they are not in any order, they're just random questions. I think we already kind of answered this, how hard it was to prepare for a bodybuilding or bikini
Now for
competition.
everyone must be different. Different
Yeah.
for everyone must be
Before you
different.
go, guys, if you're watching, please could you just let us know in the comments if you can see clearly and hear clearly as well. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, how hard it was to prepare for a bikini show, especially for the first time beginner.
For me, it was really hard because I'm basically working all the time. I run two businesses. I'm a single mom, and it was really hard to make a schedule for me to make sure that I'm doing my workouts properly, and I train hard, and in the same time I have time to prepare all my meals. It was really hard and challenging because at some point I questioned myself. Okay, I want to look okay. I want to look very nice. I want to look as hot as possible. I achieved that. Why am I doing this? So yes, it was really hard because basically it's like your mind is just telling you to make things easy for you, but in the same time you want to do the hard thing and challenge yourself, and then the success that you feel at the end, completing all the things that you have to do, makes it worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, this is really one of the reasons I like the idea of that video, because then you can relate to Andrea talking. It's different to when you listen to your coach or whatever, because she's done it. She was just like you, never done it before, whatever,
I
or
didn't even know what's that.
exactly. So that I think you can relate better to this type of conversations. And I think that also take us to that question. There was a question here, like I never done it before or something like that. Um,
Basically, Mo told me about super shiny costumes, heels, stage, you'll be a star, blah blah blah, all these
actually,
nice
there's
things.
there's one of the questions here. Read.
Um,
Do you feel like
like a star on the
you feel like a
stage.
star on the stage?
So
Yes, you
yes,
do.
that was your you'll feel great, you'll feel amazing, everything will be sparkling, everything will be nice. And in that moment I said, oh, okay, that's not for me. And then he told me that it will be really challenging, it will be really difficult, not many people can do it, and um, it will put you through hard times. And I said, that sounds like something I want to do, so let's try this. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you absolutely feel like a star. Apart from the fact that girls like shiny things, it's
Yes,
a fact of.
of course.
Yeah, even when I compete, I feel like a star on the stage, whether it was the World Championship stage or the nationals or whatever level it was. Yes, but in order to feel like a star, you need to look like a star as well. So like I don't think the guy who didn't place next to me or placed the fifth place or whatever, I don't think he felt as a star. But of course, everybody is appreciated because to get to that stage, you worked very hard anyway. So
But I think at the end of the day, it's very important how you feel inside. So for me, I went there with the mindset that I knew in that moment I did my best possible to be in the best shape possible, and I couldn't do nothing better than what I did. So for me, that was the most satisfying feeling, that I did everything possible to be on that stage.
and to be happy as well with the results,
Yes, I was
because
happy.
competing is one thing, but being happy of what you did is another thing. Because how many people compete? There's many people get on the stage and they don't place at all. So yeah, this is it's very important to, if you get to that point, you need to be as prepared as possible. So this is actually a very good question, but I'll let you start with this. How did you stay motivated? Yeah.
So I was motivated at the beginning. My motivation was basically, it's a long story. I speak a lot. So I realized
Feel
one
free.
day that we have absolutely just one life. We have just this day, today, the present, and we don't know what can happen in any moment. So I was looking on Instagram or Facebook or any social media, and one morning I just thought, I just wish I would look like this girl, or I just wish I would be super hot, or I just wish, I wish. And at some point, I just realized that we actually live our life wishing things instead of doing them. So just thought, why I'm not doing it? So with that, I made a list with things I want to do, like skydive, like look as hot as possible, like any other things, and I start doing them. I found the closest gym to me. I found a place where I can take my daughter as well, because if that this was a problem, what am I doing with my daughter while I'm doing my training? So I found a place where I could take her as well while I work out. And the next step was finding a personal trainer good enough to motivate me. And I found more. And probably if I wouldn't find more, I would not be competing at all, because he just showed me the way. He spoke about fitness like it's some kind of supernova where you feel fantastic and great and it's amazing and it's awesome, and my life is fitness. I can't see my life without fitness, and it just felt so good that I just had to do it and see what's so good. And yes, it's good. It's really good. It's amazing, and I feel great. And I really encourage everyone at least start to see how they feel, but to do it on a longer period than 1 week or 2 days, 3 days, because that doesn't count. So my motivation was, I don't want to spend the rest of my life wishing for things. I just want to do them, and I want to do them quickly as possible, because if I don't feel good now, when I will feel good. That's my motivation.
Yeah. And yeah, just to add to this, so guys, if you're watching, please just let us know if you can hear us clearly in the comments, please. So yeah, just to add to this, uh, motivation, the question regarding motivation. So I personally don't believe in motivation, and a lot of you know this about me, because motivation is like temporary thing. It's occasionally, it happens temporarily. So you're feeling motivated now, it's sunny, it's beautiful, and you're just feeling great, and you're feeling like you want to get the work done, you want to go to the gym, you want to follow your diet, all this. When winter comes and it becomes dark, 4 o'clock is dark, right? 4 o'clock is dark, You feel like in the morning when you wake up, it's very dark. You feel lazy. You don't want to do the work. So, how motivation is gonna help you at this point? But discipline, which is something I choose over motivation, because discipline is getting the work done at any condition, while motivation is only doing it when you feel great and feel happy and feel like the world is butterflies and rainbows, and it's not reality. So, yeah, discipline, just get the work done. So I would choose discipline over motivation every single day. Of course, if you're feeling motivated, that's great. But if you're not feeling motivated, that's here when discipline becomes very very important.
I don't think discipline will come important if you don't have the right motivation at least at the beginning. You have to have the right
Yeah,
motivation at the beginning. Something have to trigger that kind of I want to do this, and then interferes discipline.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So the motive basically, like why you want to do it. So you need to have a big why. I believe in this definitely. You need to have a big why, and then that is motivation to get it started. But once you started, it's just this the motivation. Then it's occasional thing. I think discipline should come at this point, um, all the time. So yeah, so that question is done. So I think you kind of answered that as well. Do you work? So she already mentioned that she works. She's a busy woman. She's running two businesses, right? So she yes. So if you think like you have to be free to be able to do this, no. And also I don't think really being free is like, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm gonna start in next month because I'm gonna be free from whatever. My exams will be done. My whatever job is busy at the moment. Whatever, I'll be free. I'll be free. I'll be free next month in 6 months, and it never happens.
Yes, I believe that people who are already saying that they don't have a time, they don't have time. I don't have time. So I met people that um, I didn't even ask them why they don't train. I want to look as hot as you. I want to look as good as you. I want to come to the gym, but I don't have time. I think this is the biggest lie that they can tell themselves to themselves first of all, because if you want to do something, you just make it a priority and you put it on your list and you get it done. I wake up 5 o'clock every morning just to make sure that I can go to gym. I train every morning like 6 o'clock, half past six. And six I'm in the gym because during the day I don't know um, where my work will take me. Anything can happen during the day. I don't have time. Plus that I have my doctor. I have to pick her from school, drop her to school. I have to do shopping like a mom, cooking like a mom, and I have to do my meal preps as well. So I wake up every morning at 5 o'clock.
So yeah, and this is one thing actually. I think the morning is the best if you can do it. Um, it's really the best because it's out of the way. You got your rest of your day. You're not worried. You be late with work. You finish work late, or you have other things happen in the evening, some emergencies, whatever. In the morning is the best if you can. Hi, Carney. Thank you. Could you please let us know if you can hear us clearly? Just the audio. Um, so yeah, this is one question. Yes, you can. Thank you. So, this question is: are you a sponsored athlete?
What's that?
So, are you sponsored by some
No, no,
companies? So, no, she's not.
not yet.
And again, this is really not yet actually, because you could get sponsored. That's how it happens. You compete, and some people approach you, some companies, but it has to be at certain level. Um, so although Andrea didn't place first, she was very close though. She was very close. She placed the second, but she was also invited to the British finals because they can see the potential in her. Usually, it's only the first place. And we also got the feedback from the judges, so we're gonna work on that. and will come back with a much better package in the British finals. So, yeah, the next question,
She's on
the big
steroids.
argument: is she on steroids?
We have another question.
Question: how long have you been training with Mo, and how many days a week? Please talk about her nutrition too. Thanks. Okay, so I'll let you answer this question.
So I start training in a properly gym in April 2021. That's 1 year and few months ago. I never been to a gym before, and I start with Mo. We used to train a couple of times per week, like two, three times, maybe one time, depends how his schedule was, my schedule was, because it was just for a properly toned body, nothing else. But in September, I start my preparation for my first competition, and then I start like a serious training 3 times a week with him. I train 6 times a week. Um, and just before the show we trained 5 times together. I mean, he trained me, we didn't train together.
Yeah,
He kills me five
yeah.
times
but
a week. Yeah.
but also, guys, she had usually at that week she had another session to do in the evening. So we trained in the morning, whatever, and then she had another hour or so in the evening later. So last week she was training twice a day. And yeah, so it's and just for the people who ask, are you free, do you work, and all these questions, she is very busy person. So it's all
And I have a daughter and she's 10, and I don't have family
there,
here.
there you are.
I'm a single mom. I don't have family here. I don't have where to leave my child for, and to not worry about her or something like that. And yes, I have a very, very busy life, but because I wanted this and I want this really, really bad, I will make time for it.
Yeah, so really, guys, it's based on how bad do you want it. That's really the question. And what I mean by this, it doesn't have to be about competing. It doesn't have to be being a bodybuilder or anything like that. Just it's whatever you want to do. So, like, if you want to get in shape, if you want to lose weight, whatever, it's how bad do you want it, because everybody wants it, right?
Or
Like
if you
I
want to gain weight,
or if you want to gain weight, if you're too skinny, you want to gain weight, whatever your goal is, you need to want it bad enough in order to install this habit in your life, in order to be able to do it every day without getting bored and without kind of like feeling low and up, because that's when discipline comes as well. You need to do it irrespective of the situation. So nutrition habits too. So this is actually a good question from Carney, because we have this question and many of these questions, which is basically what nutrition was. So, and I think with that as well, how did you find it in terms of being a beginner, first time to compete and diet? How hard it was? There was a question here. How does it feel competing? I need to lose. I don't have time to work out. I don't. Yeah. Do I need extreme dieting to get to this shape?
depends what extreme dieting means for you. Because, for example, for me, I always had a very healthy lifestyle. I always ate healthy, but I didn't eat exactly the things that I need to eat. I didn't know that carbs are actually good for me. So more taught me all the things I need to know, how and what do I need to eat to achieve my goals and to have energy during the day and to have energy during my workouts. So basically, from September until end of February, I had a period to bulk up. I was off season, so I gained how many kilos? 10 kilos.
I think a little bit over 10, about 11 kilos
So
she
I
gained.
was like really, really fluffy, but not the fluffy, fatty. It was more like a fluffy Hulk. woman version, female version style.
Yeah, that's what you need to do in order to prepare for a
So it was
bodybuilding show.
a
Yeah,
quality
quality
gain,
weight. Yeah,
quality
so
gain.
mainly muscle mass.
Yes, and I felt really good because the food was a lot. I had issues. I struggled to eat as much food. I don't know how many meals I had. 7 meals, around 7 meals with breakfast and snacks, of course. So it was really hard preparing the snacks and preparing the meals and eating them on time because I'm very busy, as I said. I'm in the car most of the time. I speak with lots of people. I'm going in different places, so I was with my food everywhere after me. But yes, I did it.
So the question is: she on steroids?
No,
Simple answer.
no, I'm not. I mean, I didn't even know um, if I would like to compete and if I like to do this kind of challenging preparation and this kind of thing. So I didn't even thought about taking steroids. And now, again, I was asking more about secondary effects, risk, and things like that. And I don't want to do it. I want to remain natural. And I actually am thinking um, to compete in September, October, end of October, maybe to any other natural federations,
Mhm.
not just PCA because PCA is not tested. And I'm not sure if I will ever take steroids, but not this year, definitely.
So yeah, and I think guys, this is one thing as well because for people, if someone looks better than you, then they think he's on steroids. If someone's stronger than you, then he's on steroids, he or she. If someone achieved something, then he's on steroids. Like people always think that way. And also, steroids really is not magic. So just by taking steroids on its own, that will not transform your shape to your dream physique, whatever. There's a lot of hard work to be put in order to achieve that, whether or not you're on steroids. Trust me, I know many people on steroids who don't even look like they lift. So yeah, trust me, steroids is a small part. Yes, it makes a difference, but it's a small part of the whole plan.
And you can't take it just because you heard somebody's taking something. You have to take something that at least an expert told you that it's suitable for you because it can.
Does more make you say juicy? I don't make her. She already she already says juicy. We
Juicy
even
is
drink
something
juice.
normal.
It's like
It's in
it's a
the
brand.
vocabulary.
Yeah, juicy. Everything is juicy.
Yes, everything is juicy.
Yeah,
My back is juicy, my legs are juicy,
exactly.
I'm juicy, everyone is
Yeah,
juicy.
exactly. You start preparing for a competition and then you become juicy.
Yes.
So that is that question. How does it feel competing after a long time off? Okay, so this is not really mainly. So she's never competed before, but I can relate to this because I competed in my like I had a big gap between 2016 to 2019 with no competition. So it didn't feel it felt like I'm a beginner again in 2019 when I competed in the IBFA West Midlands Championship in the UK here. So it was a big time off, and yeah, it feels like a beginner again. But again, as long
In
as you,
terms of,
in terms of like having a long time off, so you feel away from the stage as well. Because before that, I was competing a few times a year. Like at some point, I competed. I'm pretty sure over 6, 7 times in one year. I was always in shape, competition shape, always ready. So I finish a competition, I have another one in 8 weeks. So then you can't open the diet, break the diet, and eat whatever you want. Finish this, then I have to qualify for something in 10 weeks. So I'm still on diet. Finish this, then I have to qualify for the world championship, whatever. So yeah, I was always on diet, always on prep. So yeah, but if you put the work in, for whoever asked this question, if you put the work in, be as prepared as possible, bring your best package, you should be absolutely fine. Um,
What about my second prep? Do you think it will be harder or will be any difference or
I actually think it will be easier because you've done it before, you know what to expect now. Even walking into the venue where the competition was, she felt lost. She was like
I
uh,
was lost.
she felt lost. She didn't know what to expect. She didn't know how the competition runs, how what's the order of things, what to do. And that's, guys, also it matters very much when if you have a good coach with you, because he can kind of like tell you the scenario, what's going to happen exactly, so it makes it a little bit easier.
A lot easier. He knows everything. You don't have any headaches. Basically, he knows. You don't know. You just follow him. You have no
Exactly.
worries.
Exactly. So guys, it helps, of course. So that's why make sure if you're starting in competition prep, you know your coach is he knows what he's doing, and it's a lot better if he's done it himself before, or herself. So, what makes you join a competition in the first place? As you mentioned, this was your first competition. So, I think we answered this a little bit earlier because Kanye, she joined a little bit after the video started. But in short, she basically wanted to.
Challenge myself. To
Yep.
challenge myself. I wanted to do it because um I don't know. I want to grow. I want to evolve in any kind of way. I want to be better. I want to be stronger. So I find it challenging.
Yep. So that question, I need to lose loads of stones. I
Just drop
don't.
them.
Yeah.
Just drop
I
them.
don't just drop them. I don't even know, like, that was question on Instagram. I don't know about you. I don't know how heavy you are, what weight you want to lose, how old
But
you
it's
are. But
possible.
it's possible. Definitely, it's possible. Although she didn't lose loads of stones to compete, but she's telling you it's possible because she was in your place. She never thought this is possible for her to be in that shape. She never thought it's possible. So,
And so quickly.
and so quickly, but so quickly because you put the work in,
Yes.
you work very hard for
But
it. So
let's admit it was September and few months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months of work. So anybody can do it if they really wanna do it and if they work a lot for it and if they stay committed and if they follow most plan. Definitely.
there you are. So you need a plan.
You need a
You
plan,
need a plan.
definitely. The
So
plan is the key.
the plan is the key. Absolutely, guys. The plan is the key. If you're wandering in the gym, you're jumping from this machine to the next machine, you don't have a plan.
Listen, I saw many people in the gym coming same time with me um, every day, and I swear they're absolutely in the same shape like 6 months ago, like 8 months ago, and I just feel sorry for them because they look at me like I'm some kind of, I don't know, magician that changed the shape like in 1 month.
Yeah.
I had many people asking me, "Wow, what happened with you? How did you get so lean? That's not possible. What did you do? What do you take?" I said, "Yeah, I just follow most that ask him." So yeah, you can't just go and sit on your phone and think that the muscles will grow.
The muscles will come.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, muscles don't grow on trees.
no.
So I don't have time to work out too much, unfortunately. This was a question as well on Instagram. It's not a question really, it's like a statement. Well,
Maybe
again,
they need an advice how to make time. So I say they put it on your priority list, and you can make time if you really want to do this. How many days should like a person that doesn't want to compete just to achieve uh, maybe lose some weight or I don't know, maybe just tone. How many times a week do you think they should train or
so I think really in order to have effective
result?
plan, or you get actually results, it, minimum 3 times a week. We're not talking about competition here. But what I always say, three is the minimum, and you don't want to be on the minimum all the time. So I would say 5 times is the best, because also you want to have this as a lifestyle, as a habit, not just as something you just do it because you don't want to do it or whatever. So 5 times ideally.
Yeah, but if you want to reach the goal as fast as possible, just put a lot of work in it. You achieve the goal, and then you can train 3 times a week.
Yeah, it's
Just
actually
maintaining.
it's actually yeah, actually it's a good point, because it depends on where you at in terms of your goal. You could work very hard and then maybe ease a little bit once you kind of achieve a bit of your goal, whether that was weight or to gain a little bit of muscle. But thing is, once you gain muscles, you always want to gain more, so you're not gonna ease after that. Trust me. So have you signed up for your second competition yet? Yes.
Yes, and probably third and
Then
fourth
third and
because
fourth. That's it for her.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
You
Yeah.
probably, you guys who knows her, you probably see her as a PT soon. Who knows? Coach. She'll be a coach soon.
Come on, I
Yeah,
will be
she.
jacked.
Yeah, she look jacked. Let's see her flex. Uh,
Come on.
Flex, big flex. Yeah. Right. So I don't want to compete, but I want to get too lean. That was another question. So again, really, you can get lean and you can get very lean, whether or not you want to compete. But it's again, are you willing to put the work in? Because getting too lean past a certain point, let's say below 10 to 8%, let's say for a male, or and below 15 to 18% for a female, it takes a lot of hard work and discipline. So if you're willing to put the work in, it's very possible and very achievable. I'm actually competing for the first time in October. I know you emailed me already, so that's great. I can definitely help you with this. I'll get back to your email uh, tonight, and yeah, we'll talk more about this. But basically, you're in the same place like her before she starts, because it's her first time. So,
Which federation?
well, I asked her already in the email this question. We'll talk a bit about more. I didn't get to reply to her email yet, but yeah. So it's in first place, like your
First
place when
timers.
first timers. So yeah, it's very possible. I don't know your shape. I don't know where you at now in terms of how far in the progression of the preparing for the competition, but definitely I can help you with this. Again, if you're willing to put the work in, preparing for the competition. So that was another question. What is the age limit for competing? So you want to answer this question? I mean, I know you know a bit about this.
Yeah, you don't have any limit.
There's no limit. Most federations have many categories, including seniors, masters, grandmasters as well, which is in some federations is 70 plus, I think, 70 plus. So yeah, don't tell me. I don't know how old you are, that person who asked this question on Instagram, but yeah, unless you are 100 years
I
old, then
actually, I actually, I asked you how old you have to be to start
mm,
like a fitness journey
you
because
asked me this, right?
yes, I asked you because when you think about these things, you think automatically for the future where this will take you. So if you start like very old, you're already old, not old, but middle age or something like that. You don't believe that you can achieve something because you not have time. But actually, that's not true. um, I'm 35 soon, and a lot of girls are like 35 plus that are starting for the first time ever, like me, and they look absolutely amazing and great. So,
Yeah, so it's never too late, guys. Basically, if you're asking for that purpose, it's never too late. And if you want to compete, doesn't matter how old you are, there's always a place for you. do you take part in Mo's battle box sessions?
He doesn't allow me. I'm not allowed.
But you did a couple of times, right?
I did
I
couple
mean,
of times. One time he almost kicked me out from there. He said, "What are
yeah,
you doing here? This is not in your plan. Is this in your plan?
yeah.
Out!"
Get out.
I said, "No, please, please, it's sunny outside." I said, "Okay, just one time." I said, "Okay, thank you." That was it.
Yeah, she did at some point consistently. I think he did that for a little bit, right? Like a few times.
One
But
time or two times
yeah,
because it
but
was rainy and wet.
yes. But then when we started preparing for the
Yes, I was
competition,
not
see,
allowed.
she was not allowed. One time it was very sunny, and she wanted to do it, and I told her get out of here. So yeah, but it's a good class for you actually, Kanye. Where have you been? You used to do it every week, and all of a sudden you disappear. So what is the age limit for competing? How hard it was? Yeah, I think, and that's about it in terms of the questions we got. There are other questions not really related that much, or they're not very important really, and some criticism as well, which nobody cares about.
Like what?
Like, I don't like women who look like that, or
Yeah, this
someone's.
is not for
Well,
everyone.
it's not. Yeah, it's not for
But
everyone.
fitness should be for everyone because everyone should listen. I just felt that starting working out, I don't feel frustrated anymore. I don't feel nervous anymore because my life is super stressful at work.
Yeah,
I'm like
it
zen
changes your
now.
life. It changes your
Yes.
life as well. It's
Yes,
not just physically.
inside I feel balanced.
Yeah.
If I don't work out, I feel like something is missing. I just need to work out, do the workout, and then I feel good. I don't have any kind of, even if I have a really bad day, a really bad situation, I just take it as a challenge. I'm calm and I solve the problem. That's it. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter the goal. You don't have to look like me. You don't have to look like Mo. You don't have to look like a bodybuilder. But you just have to do something that will make you happy inside, and that's definitely starting a journey in fitness, and you will see where you go. Maybe you just want to get lean, maybe you just want to get slim, or maybe you just want to be a bodybuilder.
Yeah. And yeah, really, you don't have. This is not about being a bodybuilder or competing, or competing the, in a certain competition or anything like that. It's just being disciplined, following a plan, and not just being motivated one day and then the rest of the month you're not motivated. So
Yeah, this helps you in your life as well because you became more organized. You arrange your life better.
yeah, it changes your whole life really. But you just need to install this as some lifestyle, not just as something you do and you don't like it. So it becomes part of your life, and then changes your life in that way.
Yeah, but you see, many people are lost when they arrive in the gym. That's the problem. They don't know how to start, they don't know what to do. And of course, if they don't know what to do, they just go there and lose their time. That's why they need a coach. Doesn't matter who is, just they need a really, really, really good coach just to show them how they have to arrive from achieving what they want, from what they are to achieve what they want. So yes, definitely you need somebody to help you with that, and I strongly recommend you more.
Thank you. So yeah, guys, this is really the very important thing to do at the start. If you want to do that, is find a plan that is suitable to you. Trust me, a 3 months on plan will take you so far away, as opposed to 2 years of wandering in the gym without plan. Trust me. um, that the price, the what you pay is very very little comparing to what you get. I get many people starting for the first time in the plan, and they tell me how much lost they were before that, and including people older as well, so in their 40s and even more.
We should do like pictures when I started, when I
Mm,
finished my first plan. You remember how lean I was last year in the same time?
yeah.
And after that, in September, when I started, after we had COVID,
Yes. Yes.
in September, when I started the plan, and in February, and then at the end. And then you can see the changes.
Yeah,
The changes.
absolutely. So podcasts or books that recommendation that helped you to stay focused on your fitness nutrition routine?
Yes.
Any recommendation?
Most plan. That's it. Most plan. When you're
That's
stuck, call Mo. When you don't know what to do, call Mo. When you don't feel like working out, just call Mo. He will
that's the
shake you up.
plan.
That's the plan.
There you go.
Do
But
you
but
want to achieve your goal? Yes. Then go and do your workout. He asked me like, doesn't
she's
matter
laughing.
where, it doesn't matter where we met, on the street, in the shop. Did you been to the gym today? That was it.
That's it.
Did you do your workout today? What did you do? Yeah, no, no, I didn't read nothing else.
So you actually don't have you didn't read like books or
No, I didn't need. I have
for
here encyclopedia. I
yeah.
have here everything. No, I didn't have time,
Yeah.
and I don't think it's a good idea to mix
Mm.
what you read online because you don't know exactly. You're confused. What I did, I trained with other personal trainers from time to time because I got Mo was sick, so I needed
Yeah.
I needed a personal trainer, and he couldn't train me. So I tried different personal trainers, but I honestly think for me Mo was the best, and he informed me with everything I need to know. I didn't need to read nothing. I didn't care about reading because I could see the results. I could see the results from one day to another, or from one week to
Right.
another. So it was absolutely no point to study a little bit more. And it's not just like you read a book and you know what you have to do. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to read tons of books, and you don't know what works for you. How can you know that? I read. It's not like
Mhm.
like a recipe just for you, one book, and that's it. Works for 10,000 people. No, that's why Mo is doing customized for you, especially with your weight, with your height, with your daily routine. Because, for
Yeah.
example, I wake up at 5 and I go to sleep at 10, but other people work.
Depends, yeah,
Yes,
everybody's different. Some
different.
people work
Yeah,
during the
yeah,
night,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
So
yeah,
and that's when the tailor-made plan comes, because it's tailor-made to you according to your day, your hours of
yeah.
work, your breaks, what time do you sleep, what time do you wake up, how many times you train, your goals, everything. And that's really when the results kicks in. So 2 weeks on the plan, you will start already to feel the results. Some people are lost in the week one, which is absolutely normal because they've never done anything like that before. But then once you do it, then you feel great.
Maybe even 3 weeks.
Up to
Depends.
three
I,
weeks,
I
yeah,
was
actually,
lost for 3 weeks.
yeah, actually, because what happened there, you will see people walking around in the gym, opening
Yes!
the plan, and
Listen, I
just
still
uh,
open the plan.
well,
I
she
still
still do
open
it,
the
but
plan.
if you walk around in the gym, guys, you see people like looking doing this. That means they're following my plan. So
Yes, yes. I met his clients like that. I
she
knew.
would tell me sometimes, I know this is your client because he's doing this on the phone. But yeah, they do this in the first week, 2, 3, up to 3 weeks maybe.
Me and Tom are still
And
doing it.
sometimes yeah, but usually after maybe few weeks they can memorize that days, and then occasionally they will be like, oh, I forgot what day is that, look in the because for consistency reason as well, the plan stays same. So that's another question actually I got before, about the question, do you not change it every week, do you not change it every 2 weeks? No, that's not the point. The whole point is to stick to a plan for a minimum of 12 weeks, up to 16 weeks actually, but my most of my plans are 12 weeks. And then when you make the change to another plan, that's when you break the plateau, that's when you get more results, and the results actually gets better at that time.
I can't wait to start.
Yeah, yes, you is.
Mm,
So her next plan actually will be preparing for the British finals.
mm.
and maybe some other
natural
competitions
federations,
in the
yeah,
way.
in the way, yeah,
So
definitely.
we planning basically to have a couple more competitions, possibly before the British finals, to kind of warm up to the British finals,
And maybe right after.
and maybe straight after, because she'll be ready anyway. So she'll be ready. She have a competition
If
in.
I will not want to kill myself until then.
Yes. So it's best actually when that happens, the situation you have like two competitions close to each other, because then you're not having to do two peak weeks. You don't have to like carb load twice, whatever. You're already in the, in the way you're ready for the show. So might as well do another one, which is a couple days later or whatever. And Yeah, so this is basically the plan, and we will probably make another video at some point
Yeah,
to
probably.
to, to update you guys with the results and what's going on, and hopefully when she wins the British finals soon, we'll update that as well. And we are making another video of the basically preparation for the competition, and things happen,
Yeah, things that
including the show day.
happen.
So we have some quite funny videos from the show day.
I don't have funny videos. I
You
just have
do.
angry faces
Yeah.
and frustration,
Yes.
and yeah, but it
Yeah.
was funny,
Yeah.
especially my makeup, which was absolutely funny. But we will speak about this another
So this is
time.
one thing she learns actually from the competition. Like that's why the second competition is better, because now she knows what to do. So next time she'll be better prepared, and the experience becomes actually easier. So
Yes, because you're not
yeah,
going like in a place where you never been.
yeah,
You already know what you have to do, so you learn things and you go more confident.
yeah.
By the way, for the first timers, I was very, very nervous on the stage. I was like shaking, and I'm a very confident person. My confidence level is somewhere up the sky and between the clouds and the sun somewhere there. And in the moment I stepped on the stage, everything was fine. But when I arrived in the front of the judges, I don't know what happened. It's just like I just couldn't control myself. I was lost. I start shaking, so I start posing, and my hand was like this. You could see,
But you couldn't actually see. That's
you
the
couldn't
point.
see.
Well,
For
you
God's sake, my mouth
yeah,
was
but
doing
that's
like
my
this.
that's my point, guys. Because come on, even in your judges' feedback, they said you
Yes,
displayed a great
yes,
confidence.
yes.
So the judges
I,
said
I
that.
was like this.
But that's the point, really, guys. So she felt that, but we can't tell this. So
My
this is
mouth
another
was
point,
so
actually.
dry.
Yeah, but well, that happens because you don't have water, you have no sugar, nothing. But the point is, if you're feeling that way, it's not necessarily that they can tell you feeling that way until you show them that you're feeling that way. But actually, her judge's feedback when we received it, it says that she displayed a great confidence in the stage. So clearly, they didn't know what is going on in your mind.
No,
So
I even did my posing routine wrong.
she
I
did
I
couple of wrong movements. Probably that was another point of
Yeah,
why she didn't place first. But yeah,
and
we
I practiced a lot, and I knew it. But in that moment on the stage, I just couldn't think. I couldn't focus. My mind was, how can I stop shaking? I just want to stop shaking, please.
yes. And that's what makes it great, actually, guys, because it's her first time ever. So she placed the second place runner up. She got qualified for the British finals, and I'm sure she'll do much better in the next competition. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video. So any questions from you guys before we close this in this stream? Anything you want to say before we?
No, just that we have just one life, and you should live it exactly how you want to live it, not just wish for things to happen because they will not happen. You have to put the work in it, and you'll not be sorry about it because you'll feel great.
Yeah. So put the work in, stay hard, and stay jacked. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and please share that video with anyone who you think it could be useful to them. And yeah, if you have any questions, if you're watching this video later, not live, and you still have questions, please leave them on the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. And